Hey everybody, welcome back to Every Hero, Every Aspect. This is the first one for quite some time. Unfortunately, I had to get my computer battery replaced and it took a couple weeks to get it back. But here we are, and our next installment is Groot Aggression. So, a lot of people were really requesting taking a break from pool, which I completely understand. Um, and my goal here is to try to create a unique strategy for every single hero and aspect combination. So moving on to aggression here. I specifically wanted to pick a hero I didn't think was going to be getting any like key cards coming up in the future. Right now we have a bunch of like X-Men stuff being released, so I didn't want to do an X-Men hero because maybe there's something in one of the last few packs that will completely revolutionize them. But on the flip side, the Guardians have not been getting any support. So I picked Groot because I think he is relatively static here, and he's just not one who I've experimented with too much before. But I think I've come up with something that is very unique to Groot, and that is this little combination here between these two cards. We got Energy Spear on the left, attached to a Guardian ally. Attached ally gets +2 attack, and its attacks gain piercing. And then the direct approach, attached to a non-permanent side scheme. Attached side scheme gains assault. So assault just means that when you thwart that side scheme, you use your attack statistic instead of your thwart statistic. You still take the consequential, or you take the consequential damage under your attack, not the consequential damage under your thwart. And it's very good for a lot of allies like Marvel Boy and Angela who have 0 thwart, but if they thwart a side scheme with assault, they're actually going to remove 2 threat from it because they have 2 attack. So the goal here is we have a ton of Guardian allies, and we're going to attach them with some energy spears, and we're going to really cover Groot's thwarting weakness with the direct approach, or as best as we can for Groot aggression. I think this is something that Groot does better than the other Guardians who might also be able to run this, because either they have better thwarting options available to them, like Star-Lord giving all of his allies +1 thwart, or they need chump blocks more than Groot does. Of course, Groot loves some chumps to keep his growth counters on, but something like Nebula, who's got 9 hit points and is pretty frail, she's going to need chumps more often than Groot does. So we're going to be able to keep our allies alive for quite some time, hopefully. The 2 main targets that we want to keep out are, of course, Gamora. Everybody knows how strong basic Gamora is. You have to play her in hero form, but then every turn she's out, as long as you're in hero, you're going to get to mill for an event. So she can even mill into a first aid that then just heals her right back up. With an energy spear and with boot camp, she'll be at 5 attack, which is clearing most minions, or with direct approach, clearing pretty much any side scheme such as specialized training. Rocket Raccoon, he's a very fast 2 thwart, our only 2 thwart ally naturally. So of course he's a priority, and he's also got a really great ability, which is that when he attacks a minion, he gets +3 attack, and the attack gains overkill. So if you have energy spear, if you have boot camp, all of a sudden he's swinging for 7 with overkill and piercing. So Rocket, pretty strong, another great first aid target. He also lets us turn on our team up, which is actually pretty good here for Groot if we can keep Rocket around. It lets us get some growth counters while in hero form, so we don't have to flip down, which is very nice. And it's also a ready for him. So unfortunately, Lashing Vines is a much more conditional ready than most other hero upgrades. You have to use a basic power, and then you remove 2 growth counters, which is a kind of hefty cost, and only after you've used that basic power. So if you get exhausted for some other reason, if you get statused and you're just removing your status, you can't actually ready off Lashing Vines. But Flora and Fauna just lets you ready no matter how you're exhausted. So very nice if we're going to keep Rocket Raccoon out to be able to have Flora and Fauna access. some other cool allies here. We have Drax, who's 3 attack, 5 with Energy Spear, 6 with Boot Camp, and usually he's very, very limited. He cannot attack minions, and he's only got 1 thwart, so he's not doing a lot of thwarting, even though he's got 4 health, which is not so bad. But with Direct Approach, all of a sudden, Drax is thwarting for 3, which is most solo side schemes. You get an Energy Spear on him and a Boot Camp, and now he's thwarting for 6, which is a lot of 2-player side schemes with Direct Approach. So Drax is not too shabby here. These middle 3 allies are all 1/1s, and the 2 that are probably the most consistent for me are Martin X. He is 2 cost if you're in hero form, and he's got 4 health, so he can stick around for quite some time. You get an Energy Spear on him, all of a sudden he's 1/3, but having 1 thwart and 4 hit points is pretty useful just to be able to hit some pings here and there that we might need. We've got Bug here, who's a 1/1/2, and the cool thing here is that after we attack, we're going to get to heal Bug. So Bug is a consistent 1 thwart, and if we get an Energy Spear on him and a Direct Approach, of course he is thwarting for 3, or he is attacking for 3, and as long as Groot's basic attacking, we're going to keep healing Bug. And the last one here is Cosmo, 1/1/2, has a chance to heal himself, although the heal is not as reliable for me as Bug's heal or just Martin X's 4 starting hit points. So he's not really the focus of this deck. But if he does get to heal himself, then keeping him out with Energy Spear is very valuable. Mostly I try to just target the encounter deck and name a bad boost card that I don't want to see as my boost for that next activation. Like the under attack Treachery that deals 1 damage to an ally you control, which can then make a defended attack undefended. We could call Treachery just to guarantee that's not going to be our boost card, or hopefully not our boost card that next round, if we hit it and discard it. Okay, and then we've got Throg here. He's going to be tough, which is very nice for saving our growth counters. 2 attack, 4 with Energy Spear puts him at a really nice attacking range, especially with Direct Approach, but mostly we just want to get it tough, save some growth counters, and let somebody else do the work for that round. Angela and Marvel Boy are usually both 0 thwart, but with Direct Approach they're now thwarting for 2 with Energy Spear for the thwarting for 4. And Angela is even nice because she can grab a minion for us, which is good for something like Root Stomp up here that needs to defeat an enemy in order to get us a growth counter in hero form. So you can do something like play Angela, she gets us a 5 hit point or less minion, and then we Root Stomp into that minion, get ourselves a growth counter, and Angela can thwart with Direct Approach or just attack something else. Marvel Boy, the piercing here is not as relevant because we have Energy Spears, but we just need cheap targets to get down so that when we draw Energy Spear we can play it on somebody. The range is occasionally useful, but spending a resource just to save 1 hit points is usually not going to make a difference, especially if he just is going to die to the consequential anyways. Death Focus, because pretty much every single one of Groot's cards are superpower, except for Fertile Ground. So it's hitting these 4 upgrades, it's hitting all these events up here, which is just strong economy for a hero that's otherwise lacking in economy. Boot Camp we've touched on, giving everybody +1 attack serves double duty here. It helps us clear minions, helps us finally rush down the 2nd stage of a villain, and with the Direct Approach it's going to give us all some extra thwarting on side schemes. We do have a couple player side schemes here. The first is going to be Keep Up the Pressure, 0 cost, very nice, only 2 thwart, which means with Direct Approach we're clearing it with just a normal basic action, but we get the tutor and attack event into hand, and then until the end of the phase each attack event deals 1 additional damage. Well, this is really nice for something like Root Stomp, where now all of a sudden we can clear a 6 hit point minion and get that growth counter, where we have 2 Root Stomps and it's time to go for the game. Now we're going for 6 and 6, which is 12, and 1 of those was added to our hand for free. We can also even grab I Am Groot up here, so if we're somehow able to stay at max growth counters, that's going to be dealing 11 damage, 10 plus the 1 from Keep Up the Pressure, which is a very strong 2-cost attack event. Okay, so we can briefly go over Groot's kit here. The cards that we're really looking to play are going to be Fertile Ground, so that we can get 6 counters every time we flip down, 3 on the flip down turn, 3 on the flip up turn, and that card draw is very useful for his economy. We Are Groot is very nice here because it not only gives him a tough, which can help save some growth counters from attacks, but it can also give toughs to our allies, which then acts as a pseudo hit point. So trading 1 growth counter, which is essentially 1 hit point for Groot, for 1 hit point on something like Rocket or Gamora is very, very strong. I Am Groot is unfortunately a very expensive thwarting event, but because we can occasionally get to like 5 or 6 counters, that can clear something like Specialized Training, which I'm just now realizing I forgot to talk about, in a single card play, which is quite nice. Specialized Training is here because it's a really fat side scheme, which is great for Direct Approach and Energy Spear. And you can also clear it with I Am Groot. But it's just very nice to be able to like give Groot either like 2 thwarts or 3 attack or 4 defense or something like that, and then let him draw some extra cards every round. We've got a lot of very cheap cards, so drawing extra cards is going to increase our card plays by quite a bit, which is very nice. And then just the main decision is, what do we give him? Well, the 2 thwart is really now we can just 2 thwart without needing Direct Approach. Getting up to 3 attack is also really nice, helps us clear some minions, helps us thwart more with Direct Approach. And then getting up to 4 defense is really, really nice because now we can save more growth counters. The problem with the defense one is that if we flip down, we're not going to trigger it the next turn, the turn where we would be flipping up. If we pick the attack one, and then we thwart with Direct Approach, we're not going to get the card draw because we're actually thwarting and not attacking. And then if we pick the thwart one, which is like the best generic one, I think, we're just not getting up to 3 attack, which is not going to help us accelerate the end game. So there's some pitfalls to each one, but the card draw is nice. The 5 threat is a neat little breakpoint for a lot of these combos here. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Real quick, let's go through some of our aggression cards and just talk about other options or things, just anything that we notice. So when we were building this deck, I really wanted to try to focus on something that was unique to Groot, which ended up being this like Energy Spear Direct Approach combo, being able to keep the allies alive while also like shoring up our weak thwarting. That means we need a lot of Guardian allies. So we've pretty much got them all, except for Star-Lord, because we want to get that extra encounter card. But so a lot of these allies are very generically good. Unfortunately, we don't really have a good way of flipping down with our Guardian trade or with Groot's kit, which is going to make him have a bit of a solo weakness for sure, especially with the aggression aspect pairing. So there's definitely a build here where you do something like Psylocke and get the Confuse and have a lot of these like generically good allies, but this isn't something that's super unique to Groot, so I didn't want to spotlight it too much. Moving on to the upgrades, the main ones that we're looking at, of course, are Energy Spear and Direct Approach. I think there's a lot of these are not going to be good for Groot, despite the fact that he has an in-kit ready. It's very conditional, and something like a basic attack build with Hand Cannon and Blood Rage is going to overlap a lot with his weaknesses. He's not going to be able to thwart as much because now he's basic attacking, a stun shuts him down, exhaustion shuts him down, and all of a sudden you have like more dead cards when you're already at risk of having dead Groot cards because you're at 0 growth counters. The only other one here, or the only other ones here that I think would be interesting to talk about would be like Warrior Skill can help hit a break point on Root Stomp, getting it up to 6. But I do like Keep Up the Pressure a little bit better because we can sit on it, and then we don't even have to have Root Stomp in hand. We can clear it to get Root Stomp, and now it's dealing 6. And the other one here is Enraged, which is specifically useful here for Cosmo because Cosmo can negate all of the consequential damage, of course. The +2 attack is really nice with Direct Approach. I just think that Energy Spear is much better. There's no downside. We don't have any good way of guaranteeing Cosmo hits. So it's just something that's neat to look at, but I don't think really performs as highly for this deck. In terms of supports, War Room was in for a little while. The thing is that a lot of the allies are going to be thwarting with direct approach, which is then not going to be triggering War Room as much. We even have an ally like Drax who cannot defeat minions, which is not going to trigger War Room. So that ended up being cut, but I think it's worth experimenting, especially in multiplayer. Resources, we're not really running too many expensive cards. I think there's only 4 cards that Power of Aggression would even hit. And if we can like keep Bug Out a long time, or Boot Camp only gets played once, that's going to be another dead card in our hand. Aggressive Energy is interesting for the same reason Warrior Scale is interesting. Boost up Root Stomp, hit a heavier minion. But I don't think it's worth it just to try to get in hand with Root Stomp. I mean, Groot already has a lot of card draw and sequencing issues that we don't need to overlap on that weakness. Moving over here to events. If the wheel wants to load. So events are widely known as like the weakest card type in Marvel Champions because of their conditionality. You have to draw them at the right time for them to really be useful. And Groot already has a lot of these weaknesses. He has a lot of events in kit. He has a lot of events that can be dead in kit. So he really wants to have something that's more reliable, like allies, upgrades, this kind of thing. I think one thing that would be that we should maybe spotlight here is a drop kick, because stuns will help you save your growth counters. The thing is, like, Groot is not necessarily the best for status locking. He has absolutely no status in kit. Other heroes run this type of strategy much better. There's things like You'll Pay for that he can't even really use, because if you take all the hits to your growth counters, you didn't take any damage. You can't even play that. We could do something like Into the Fray and Hone Technique to try to alleviate our thwarting woes, but we're still not hitting side schemes, which direct approach solves, and that's a lot of setup to try to get there. So there isn't a lot for Groot here in, unfortunately, in the aggression events. Moving on to the side schemes, we already talked about keep up the pressure. Lock and load is kind of interesting because you can get an energy spear and then immediately attach it to one of your allies if you have an ally in play. I just don't want to add too many player side schemes because they can be dead quite a bit, and we don't want to overlap on that weakness with Groot. Moving over to the basics. So again, our main priority was picking out a lot of Guardian allies, just so we have more energy spear targets. There's a lot of other like just really good generic basic allies that we could throw in, but we're trying to do something that's not just all the good basic allies, which is probably going to perform much better than most other Groot decks if you just completely ignore doing Groot things and throw in like the Nick Furies, the Professor X's, the Iron Hearts, all of them. Professor X, of course, would be great for Groot. Get the confused, flip down, he thwarts. He's good for everybody. He does like all the things that you need in a Marvel Champions ally. He blocks an attack, he clears a side scheme, and he lets you get some alter ego access. The only other ally here that's, I think, worth spotlighting that might fit into the actual deck strategy is Hope Summers. So you can play her, she becomes a Guardian, you can attach an Energy Spear to her, she's got a 2 thwart naturally, which is pretty good to be able to have that without needing direct approach. And then of course she can look through our deck, but deck only, no discard, for a superpower card and add it to our hand, which means we can get most of Groot's cards here. The main one that we would be targeting would be Fruition, which lets us get some growth counters in hero form without needing to flip down. It doesn't give us an extra use of Fruition, which would be much nicer if we could grab it from our discard and we get a 3rd Fruition in deck cycle. But the thing I was running into with Hope is that she's just so expensive for Groot to try to get out in the first place, which was a real shame that she's just a little bit too expensive here, at least for aggression Groot. I think if we're when we move on to one of the other Groot aspects, I think she'll find a place. Moving on to the upgrades, Honorary Guardian was worth a look because it is a heal. It does let us get up the Guardian trait in Alter Ego, which can let us play Drax, Rocket Raccoon, and Gamora in Alter Ego without needing to be in Hero. But we can usually either play them after we flip up or before we flip down, so it's not a huge deal. The one health for an ally is kind of nice, but we're running a couple first aids, which should which will carry them a little bit farther. Booster Boots is a Guardian specific tech, but we're not going to be taking much damage thanks to our growth counters and ally chumps, so it doesn't really have a place for Groot there. And I think that it just brings us to the end of the basic upgrades that we would really consider using. In terms of supports, this deck used to have Helicarrier, but it's kind of hard for him to get it down. He really does need some kind of economy, so like I usually do try to throw Helicarrier into Groot decks, just to try to discount other stuff besides his own cards, like Deft Focus does. But it's hard for him to find the tempo to play it in the first place. There's also CITT, which has been in the deck for a while, but I ended up just removing it in this last revision, which is that it's very strong. And I think, if you play this at like high multiplayer, you should definitely throw this in, because if you get something like Drax with an Energy Spear and he's at 5 attack, you can just like swing for 10 damage. I mean, that's really good at the cost of 2 resources. You could also attack for 5 and then thwart for 5 if the direct approach is out. So it's a neat little thing. It's just really hard for him to play, and I didn't want to add build support into the deck over specialized training, because I think Groot can actually clear specialized training quite nicely with direct approach and Energy Spear. Nowhere is very interested, increasing the ally limit. I'm not usually hitting the ally limit too much because we do chump occasionally. And then the main thing with the response that draws us a card is that a lot of our allies are pretty sticky. So it's not like we're playing an ally every single turn, which I think I would want to really get Nowhere in. The main problem with like say TT and Nowhere is just like Groot has almost no economy to get them in play. Like we could probably take this deck and ditch the player side schemes, put those in, ditch some of the heart of the deck and put some power in all of us in there. But it's not really what we're looking to do. We really want to spotlight this combo, try to do something unique. In terms of events, I think the main ones that we would be looking at are something like Assess the Situation, try to pass ourselves a card to the next turn, Meditation to try to speed up our economy. The problem is that because all of the Guardian allies, or like the 3-cost ones, can only be played in Hero, Meditation doesn't work for them. So it's only really hitting Boot Camp here. So no Meditation for this Groot deck, but it's something to keep an eye on for some Groot decks. And then we've got our first aid just to keep our allies alive. In terms of side schemes, I think there's definitely an argument for build support, at least back when this deck had like CITT and Nowhere and Boot Camp and Fertile Ground. It's not bad. Not bad to get it out. I mean, with direct approach, Drax clears that straight up, or any of the allies with an Energy Spear clears it. So build support is one to potentially like mess around with for yourself, and then of course in team ups we just have our flora and fauna. Get those growth counters in hero form and get that ready. Okay, well I think that's a good little deck overview, little deck building session here. I've got Rhino all set up, and let's get the game started. So we're starting with Breaking and Taken right away. So direct approach turn 1 would be good. Fertile Ground turn 1 is amazing to say the least. So this might not be the best showcase of like struggling, I don't think, hopefully. But just being able to get that straight up. Well, we don't. We do have Entangling Vines. Okay, this is how we clear it. There we go. I think we pitch first aid for Fertile Ground. Let's start working on our Groot counters. We get 2 from our Alter Ego ability, and then 1 more for Fertile Ground, which will draw us a card. There's Direct Approach. It's not doing us too much now, so I think we can just pitch that for Entangling Vines. We will flip up Groot, and then spend 1 counter for Entangling Vines, which is going to clear Breaking and Taken. And then we can go ahead and Genius into Root Stomp to get 5 damage onto Rhino, and we have Strength. We'll hold that. Okay. Martin X and Energy Spear and Fruition seems like a pretty good turn. Yeah. We'll defend Rhino's attack. Maybe we can save our growth counter. Nope. But at least we're not taking any damage. And then the encounter card is his Rhino suit, so that's going to prevent some damage. But this is not not a bad board state, actually. We can go ahead and play Martin X. Let's go ahead and Fruition for 2. Let's go ahead and put an Energy Spear on Martin X, and he'll thwart 1. And I mean, it's always risky flipping down against Rhino, but I think we're just going to go for it and try to get some growth counters. I am Groot. We can flip up and get a big old thwart. Seems good to me. Martin X can start working on the Rhino suit. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, 1 thwart. Rhino schemes for 1 plus 0. Well, that's nice. I think that puts us out of losing to advance. Getting kind of lucky this game. Hard to keep down. He's going to heal 4. Okay, 2 counters. Another one from Fertile Ground. We'll draw a card. Keep up the pressure. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to need this I Am Groot. So we can go ahead and get down the Lashing Vines. And I don't think we're going to need to keep up the pressure, so we can go ahead and get down Vine Spikes. This all seems good. Let's go ahead and throw Bug out there. Bug can thwart for 1. He'll take a damage. And then we can have Groot. Let's see. Groot can just attack for a 2 onto Rhino suit, which is going to heal Bug, and then Martin X will clear the Rhino suit. So I think this is a pretty good board. We can defend and we'll have a lot of counters. We can ready with Lashing Vines. I think we'll hold the Root Stomp. Oh, we got Rocket, we got Drax. So yeah, we got some good allies here. How many Energy Spears do we have left? That's our last direct approach. We got 2 Energy Spears left. 1 threat on. Let's defend for 3. 0, okay, so we don't lose any of our counters, but I think we'll ready with Lashing Vines. And then he gets his horn. Okay. Well, direct approach and Drax and Root Stomp for Rocket. We can have Bug thwart for 1. We can have Martin X attack for 3. Groot can attack for 2, which will heal Bug. Actually, let's have Bug attack for 1 instead. Rocket will just go ahead and clear the main. Let's flip. Let's get some counters. Let's get another one with Fertile Ground. This is kind of greedy. This is kind of a greedy play. I don't think we're going to need Marvel Boy. See, Martin X is almost dead, so maybe... Oh, we got Gamora coming up. And we want to draw First Aid for Rocket, or Flora and Fauna. We've seen 1 First Aid. Yeah, I don't think we hold Cosmo either. Okay. 1 threat on. Rhino schemes for 1, 2, 3. And then the counter card is Master Plan. Unfortunately, we are all out of direct approaches. I mean, maybe we're out of side schemes too. Come on, color wheel. Nope. Maybe I passed one and you guys are like, wait, you passed one 10 cards ago. Wow, we're just milling the whole deck here. An acceleration token is not really what we want. Okay, 2 threat hole. Rocket can just go ahead and clear that, no problemo. Okay, Fruition's kind of nice here because we can essentially refund the counters we'll spend after we flip up. I think we're gonna Fertile Ground to get to 10. Just gonna draw us a card. Angela. Don't think she's gonna be terribly useful here. Let's go ahead and flip. We can have Rocket or 2 off of the Crisis. Let's spend an Energy Spear to give him an Energy Spear. I think we're gonna want Martin X to go back in the shuffle. So Martin X can attack for 3. He'll go away. And yeah, we can do it all. We're gonna have Groot thwart for 3 here with Entangling Vines, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna ready with Lashing Vines. We'll have Bug thwart for 1, and then Groot can go ahead and attack for 2. I want to say seems even. I don't think we need to boost it because we have a lot of ways to hit 3, but that's going to heal Bug for 1. We can spend Fruition to get some of those counters back. We can spend Angela for First Aid onto Rocket, and then we can spend I Am Groot. And this is not, it wouldn't be terrible to just pop him, but I think we're just going to go We Are Groot, spend 2 counters, give ourselves a tough, and give Rocket a tough. And we're actually not decking out. We got Gamora and Flora and Fauna. Don't know what this last card is. If it's an event that she can draw, we should check. I don't think there's any First Aids left. There's no We Are Groots. There's no I Am Groots. No, it's just the authority one. Nope, I got all the authority ones. Yeah, I don't think it's an event. So it's unfortunate. I don't think we can get the card draw off of Gamora. Oh, is it a Root Stomp? Have we seen all 3 Root Stomps? No? Oh, wait, yes we have. Yeah. Okay, so there's no events left. There's no events. So Gamora is not drawing us this turn. So there's 1. Rhino is attacking into our tough. Alright. We definitely don't want to defend with Rocket. We want him to use that tough. Advance. Rhino schemes. For 1 and 0. Wow. The other advance as the boost. We like that. He's about to deck out anyways, so. I think it's safe to flip. Because we're guaranteed maybe not to get an advance. Oh no, we're going to deck out. Maybe we just play Boot Camp, hold Gamora. Or play Specialized Training. Let's go Specialized Training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can thwart that for 3. We can use Slashing Vines to ready. Seems fine. Rocket can thwart that for 2. Let's grab the attack one. Bug can thwart for 1. Oh yeah, Rocket's no longer tough. And then Groot can attack for 3. Just gonna advance him. He gets a tough. We get stunned. But we do get to draw this last card. Oh wow. Ooh. I kind of want to play both Flora and Fauna and Deft Focus. Then we're losing out on Gamora and Boot Camp. But we got Rocket, I think, as our long-term value here. We're almost winning. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. What do we flip down? Nope, we're definitely not flipping down. But let's spend Boot Camp for Flora and Fauna. That's going to ready us. That's going to give us 2 counters. We'll get rid of our stun. Maybe we hold Deft Focus. Because Gamora, we can play Gamora, and she can draw something that plays Deft Focus. I feel like it's too late in the game for Deft Focus to really matter. So let's go, yeah, we'll keep Gamora, because she's damage. Let's see, 1 threat. We're being attacked. Is now the time to chump Bug? We forgot to heal him after we attacked. We have Drax and Energy Spear. So that's doing quite a bit of damage here. So we got 3, 4, 5. He's attacking for 5. We defend for 3. We lose 2 counters guaranteed. I think we chump Bug. I think he is not doing too much for us at the moment. So Bug is out. Good choice. I think we want to keep our growth counters and use them to close out the game. Hard to keep down. He heals 4. That's going to surge into Master Plan. Gross. Breaking and taken. Into Hydra Mercenary. That's going to slow us down a little bit. It's going to slow us down a little bit. Maybe it's not Drax. Unfortunately. I think we're going to spend a lot of counters here. We're going to have Groot attack the Hydra Mercenary. So he's attacking for 3 thanks to our combat specialist. Oops. That's going to draw us a card. Okay, first aid, not really what we needed. We'll Lashing Vines to ready. We'll have Rocket attack Rhino for 3 and Pierce. We can have Groot clear Breaking and Taken. Let's see, direct approach. I am Groot. First aid for Drax. And then Gamora for Energy Spear, attack for 5. Seems okay. And as long as we don't get schemed out on, we should be alright here. 2 on the main. Let's see, do we have enough? We have enough to win, so I think we can defend. Or do we just face tank it? Yeah, I think we're just face tanking. So it's 5, 6, 7. So we lose 3 counters, take 4 damage. And the counter card is Advance, of course. We probably need a Drax to thwart 1. Even still, that's 4. Yeah, we would need Rocket to have thwarted the main down to nothing. Well, there you go. That's a nice little Groot loss. I mean, the deck, you could see, like, the engine is running. It's just a matter of, like, solo Groot aggression. 1 turn away from winning. How do you like them apples? But I have something prepared for the later games. I have a partner deck for Groot here because I think he is going to shine more in multiplayer where he can flip and not worry about losing so much. But like you could see, keeping Rocket out all game is very viable. We were able to really get some good use out of both Direct Approach and Energy Spear. But yeah, there you have it. Okay, I'm going to be right back with the next game. Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to Every Hero, Every Aspect. For Groot here, I've put together a partner deck to try to showcase him in multiplayer. I think he shines much better, especially with the aggression, in like 2-handed, 2-player, 3-player, 4-player, where you can really get his growth counters build up and start adding value to the team. So I wanted to try to pick a hero who's not going to take too much of the spotlight away from the main deck. So we have an all basic Wasp deck here. So Wasp is, I think, like the baseline Marvel Champions hero. Everything about her is exactly on curve, not above curve, not below the curve, just exactly on curve. And so that makes her incredibly average. I think a lot of people don't think that she's very good, but she just performs. She's not going to overperform. She's not going to underperform, except in something like leadership, where you get like MedLab to store Moon Girl, and then you can just keep cycling Professor X and Genius back into your deck while you hold Moon Girl under MedLab. That kind of thing can be really bonkers, but for here, we just have an all basic Wasp partner deck here. All the good stuff allies. Snowguard is very interesting with like direct approach, because if you pick the 3 attack option, you basically get 3 attack and 3 thwart as long as someone has direct approach on something. We've got Helicarrier and Avengers Mansion, but the goal is not to pass any extra resources to our main deck, despite that would be something that happens in multiplayer. But yeah, just something that to hold her own while we showcase Groot here. Shuffle all the decks, and I think we're going to have Groot be the first player, because he might be able to stay down. Oh, I also need to set the camera. Hold on, bear with me for one moment. Okay, so we have Groot here. We need to discard for a minion, Tiger Shark. Well, that's not a great one to start with, so definitely maybe Groot is staying down. Let's have him draw his cards and mulligan. I don't think we're going to be doing player side scheme stuff or Angela. Although Angela in this scenario is not too bad because she just gets like one of those little guys. I Am Groot is probably short of taking out Tiger Shark. If we flip up, maybe not. I mean, this I Am Groot could probably take out one of the side schemes. I don't know. I feel like we're not going to be able to play Lashing Vines. See, I Am Groot here with Fruition gets us 4 threat or 4 damage. I think taking out Tiger Shark is a little bit better here. We Are Groot, also good. Alright, let's go over to Wasp. And we'll take a look at her. Okay, well, Moon Girl turn 1, I mean, come on. Come on, how are we not doing that? Let's see, Pim Particles. Just means to get value out of this, we would have to be in tiny form, which I don't think we're going to be. Yeah, and let's pitch Spider-Man and just go for maximum mentals. Okay. I think we take out the acceleration with Wasp. All right, let's go back to Groot, making sure I'm doing this hotspot correctly. We'll have Groot gain 4 counters, 2 from his ability and 2 from Fruition. And then I think what we can do is do an I Am Groot and a We Are Groot. So we're going to flip up. First Aid and Energy Spear for I Am Groot. Put 4 damage on a Tiger Shark. Basic attack clears him. And then we will do a We Are Groot. Give him a tough and give Wasp a tough. And let's pass turn to Wasp here. So kind of a slow start for Groot, but hopefully we can turbo draw into the Professor X that Wasp has and maybe get another flip down. Is it time for Nick Fury? I don't think so. I think we'll go 1. No. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Of course, Nick is good. We're just trying to not really rely too much on the card draw option. Giant Help is great. Is there anything we want to shuffle in? Maybe Nick. We will flip up. And Pinpoint Strike and our Wings for Giant Help. We'll remove 4 threat here. Oh, we meant to flip the giant form. There we are. Moon Girl can clear that. He's going to lose 10 hit points. We can go ahead and take 2 here. And then Superpower Training or Assess the Situation. I think it's going to be Assess the Situation. And we're just going to have Wasp drop to 6. Okay. And let's see what Groot gets. Okay. Not bad. Not bad here. 1, 2 on the main. Groot's being attacked. We're going to take it into our tough over here. Oh, he should only get 2 counters because we spent 2 to get ourselves 2 toughs. Double attack from Klaw. Okay. That was a big block for the tough here. And then over here into Wasp's tough. It deals damage to us. So it does deal damage to us, I believe. So we're going to get exhausted. because tough does not block dealt damage, it only blocks taken damage. If we had made a basic defense, we actually would have blocked all of that, or if we had chump blocked. Okay, encounter cards. First one, Sonic Boom. I think we're gonna exhaust Groot. And then over here, Whirlwind. Okay. Wasp is the first player. Let's flip over here to Wasp. Giant Help is good. Mockingbird is good. Ironheart. Whirlwind is unfortunately probably going to stick around for a little bit. So we can probably do 2 for Ironheart and 2 for Giant Help. Probably going to lose out on Mockingbird, but that's okay. So we'll go 1 and 2 for Ironheart. Draw a card. I guess we could play Mockingbird and not Giant Help, actually. Now that we have some thwarters, so we can do 1, 2, and 3. Oh no, the color wheel. Okay, there we go. Stunned onto Klaw. Ironheart and Mockingbird will take out its defense network. And I think we're just going to use Moongrill to clear the main. And that's going to let Groot flip down, hopefully. So 2 for Martin X and 1 for Vine Shield is probably all we can really do here. We've got 1 and 2 for Martin X and 1 for Vine Shield. It's not the best build, but it's some build. Flip, get 4 counters. Maybe we draw into Fertile Ground. Nope. Weird hand. Root Stomp will take out Whirlwind, so that's alright. Okay, the villain phase, we're going to have 2 threat in the main. Klaw is going to be stunned. Whirlwind will attack, and it's going to resolve the attack against each other hero. There is no other hero, so he's just going to hit us for 2. Klaw scheming over here for 2, 3, and then 2 encounter cards. First one is Assault, so we're going to chump Ironheart into that. And we get 2 weapons runners, oh my gosh. And then Melter over here. Well, now there's tons of minions. We got minion problems. Did Wasp draw damage? Wasp thing. Okay. Well, Groot is the first player. Now, we're going to get 2 growth counters. Going to flip up. Let's give Martin X an energy spear. And then let's go 1 and 2 for Root Stomp. Take out Whirlwind. If the wheel will let us. That's going to get us a growth counter. Martin X with Energy Spear is going to deal 3 to Melter. Groot is going to deal 2 to Melter, so he's gone. I wish I could get out this Entangling Vines, but I don't see it happening. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. The Energy Spear was better. I don't think we're going to hold this either. Okay, let's go over to Wasp. Mockingbird will thwart 1 off the main. Let's see, Wasp Sting takes out both weapons runners, which is interesting, but we're not doing much else. I guess Rapid Growth. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll go 1, 2 for Wasp Sting. Clears both weapons runners. And then Wasp will thwart using Rapid Growth to clear 4 off the main. Alright. So far, so good against Klaw. This is a crazy good hand. Maybe too good. Okay, 2 threats on. Klaw is attacking, will defend with Groot, and will spend a counter. So we're defending for 6. Klaw is attacking for 4. So we take no damage. And then over here, we're going to defend with Mockingbird. Okay. Encounter cards. Wilts. Flip, remove 3. That's not so bad for us. Yeah, just keeps that flip in the deck. And then, wow, Wasps. What are the odds of getting both obligations? I think we're just going to exhaust. Clear that one. Okay. Wasp is the first player. Is there anything we want to shuffle into our deck? I don't think so. Oh, actually, Moon Girl, of course. We kind of want to draw into. Professor X here. So maybe we don't. Maybe we don't shuffle anything in. Actually, I don't even see Genius. And we have just so many resources. Wow. We will flip up. We'll go Power in All of Us, Quinn Carrier, and then Strength for Vivian. And then, I don't know, Vivian will ping one here. Kind of a clear board, because all we got were activations and obligations. Let's go for 2 more counters. I'm going to pitch Fruition, weirdly, for Fertile Ground. It's going to get us a counter. It's going to draw us a card. I'd love to stay down and build here. How many advances have we seen? No advances. That's not good. So we flip up and play Rocket. And then Shump with Martin X. Flip down next turn. Seems good. We don't get our build, but that's okay. We can go 3 for Rocket. Rocket will clear 2. Martin X will attack for 3. And I think we'll hold the Deft Focus. Oh, and now Boot Camp is looking good too. Still no Professor X, huh? Alright. 2 threat on the main. Wasp is being attacked. We're going to chump it into Vivian. Discard 1 credit random from her hand. That stinks. There goes Pinpoint Strike. Okay. Not the worst one to lose. And then over here to Groot. We're being attacked. We'll block it with Martin X. Big block from him. And some counter cards. First one to Wasp, Klaw's Vengeance. He attacks or deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. What's Wasp's hand? Maybe she just defends here. She's defending for 3. Oops, I grabbed Klaw instead of a boost card. So 1, 0, there's an advance. Oh, both advances gone. And it did not deal damage to us, so we don't have to place a threat on the main scheme. That was very, very lucky. Over here, Assault. Groot's going to defend. He's going to use Vine Spikes, defending for 6. 2, 4, 5, and he blocks all the damage. Huh. How often is actually basic defending that useful? That's something that's kind of neat about Groot. Let's go ahead and have Genius and Marvel Boy play a Boot Camp. And then Rockets will clear the main. Right? Both first aids are gone. Actually, we could probably save his health. We don't really need to activate him. So let's go ahead and flip. We'll get 2 counters. Fertile Ground will get us another counter. And draw us a card. Gamora. Do we just play Deft Focus here and hold Gamora? Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of build going. Let's go over to Wasp. I think Wasp will just go ahead and play Nyx. That's 1. Well, we want to spend Pin Particles, so that's 1. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. 4. We don't really need Quinn Carrier here. We'll play Nick. Pin Particles heals us for 2. Nick. We don't want to use the the draw cards because we don't want to. Well, if we draw into Professor X, is Professor X immediately playable with Quinn Carrier? So yeah, let's actually draw. It was not Professor X, but here's a Helicarrier. So Groot's an alter ego. We can't also flip down, probably. I'd love to play Ingenuity, shuffle Genius back in. That's okay. Let's get down the Helicarrier. Wasp is working on her own economy out here. And there we go. Ready up. Let's see. Groot is not decking, but Wasp is decking. There's Professor X all the way at the bottom. Okay. 2 threat on Klaw is scheming for 2, 3. And then Wasp is being attacked. Jump with Nick. Oops. Master plan. It's kind of nasty. I feel like we're hitting master plan a lot this video. Okay, one revealed. Discard until a Masters of Evil minion is discarded. There's Melter. That's okay. Sound manipulation. Take 2 damage. Klaw heals 2 damage. Wilts. Let's go to Groot. Did we forget to ready Groot over here? He should be ready. Let's just lose the growth counters again. I think that's fine. We just want to keep that free flip in the deck. We'll get the 3 back with Fertile Ground and all that anyway, so it's not the biggest deal. Alright, let's move over here to Wasp. Power in all of us, and Helicarrier will play Professor X. We'll get a Confuse on Klaw for X or Professor X for 3 here. And then Wasp Sting and Quinn Carrier. There we go. For Vivian, she can go ahead and just blank that acceleration for the moment. And we'll have Wasp do 2 on the main. And then Vivian can do 1 to Melter, I think. Well, we got Root Stomp over here. So maybe she just does 1 to Klaw. And then assess the situation. So can't forget that. We'll draw 6 with Wasp. Okay, moving over to Groot. We're going to get all of our counters back. We're going to draw with Fertile Ground. Let's flip up. I am Groot and Strength. We'll play Gamora. 2 cards left. Are any of them events? This is the classic struggle that accounts. I don't think so. So we might just sit on Gamora. We'll go Deft Focus and I am Groot. Or no, Deft Focus and a Root Stomp. For a Root Stomp, clear Melter, get a token. If we had 1 more resource from Gamora, getting a 9 damage I am Groot onto Klaw right now would be amazing. I mean, what are those last 2 cards? Are they allies? Might be like Cosmo. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's got to be Cosmo and like what? An upgrade? An Energy Sphere. Cosmo and an Energy Sphere are the last 2 cards. Well, that's good. We can get Energy Sphere on one of these guys. I don't know. We'll put a Direct Approach over here. Groot thwarts that for 2. Rocket thwarts the main for 2. Hope we draw First Aid. And we can just sit there, I think. Just saving Saving the allies' health. There's a first aid. Oh, it wasn't Cosmo. So Gamora would have drawn into a first aid. That would have been a huge turn for us. Too bad. Alright, we gotta remember to draw 6 with Wasp because of Assess. Got 1, 2, 3 coming on the main. We're gonna block Wasp's attack with Professor X. It did not deal damage to us because we jumped with an ally. And then I think we'll block Groot's attack with Vivian. Partner deck is partnering. Oops. Weapons runner, surge, into assaults. We could defend that, I guess. Give the villain a tough. We defended all the damage, though. And we have energy spears, so the tough doesn't matter too much. Sonic Boom, exhaust everybody or spend one of everything. So that would be, what, Marvel Boy, Direct Approach, and a We Are Groot, and all we play is First Aid? That sucks. No, this hand is too good. I think we just exhaust everything. Assault. We're going to take that into our tokens. So this is 0 boost. Oh, come on. 1, and then deal 1 damage to each hero. So we lose 2 tokens, Wasp take a damage, and Groot is the first player. This is no longer blinked. A lot of treacheries, but the board state isn't really that bad, which is kind of nice. Let's go ahead and do Deft Focus to play We Are Groots, sacrificing 2 counters to get toughs here and here. Marvel Boy can play, actually, maybe we should just do 4 counters. Yeah, I don't know why we're being so stingy. Let's give Gamora a tough, let's give Rocket a tough. Marvel Boy for first aid heals Rocket. Direct Approach will give Rocket an energy spear. Seems good. And then let's flip. Get some counters back with Fertile Ground and our basic and draw a card. Okay. Moving on to Wasp. Power in All of Us, Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier. We'll play Snow Guard. And let's give her 3 thwarts. Wings and Ant-Man. We'll play Ironheart. Draw a card. Ironheart can clear this acceleration. Snow Guard will take 3 off the main. And we can just drop a superpower training out here. Okay. I don't think we want the I Am Groot just yet. I think we want to do some more. Okay, this is all good stuff. Okay. 1, 2, 3 threats because of the acceleration token. Klaw is confused against Groot. And then he's going to attack Wasp. We'll take it to the tough. And then the weapons runner will just hit us for 1. We've pretty much overcome the curve, I think. I mean, we can always lose this on random BS, but like this. Advance, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 8. And just like that, there's 14 threat out there. Let's see what Wasp can get done. It doesn't look like too much, unfortunately. Well, we have Snow Guard can thwart for 3. What is Groot doing threat-wise? Nothing. So 3 off the main. Wasp will thwart another 2. She can go ahead and hold energy. Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier, and Meditation for Pinpoint Strike. Let's go down to Tiny. That seems good. It's going to deal 8 damage with Overkill. Unfortunately, goes into tough. But then Small But Mighty will ping 1 more. And we'll do 2 Assess the Situations to get up to a 7-card hand size holding this energy. Alright. Groot's time to shine. Let's go ahead and get some counters up to 9 with our action and Fertile Ground, drawing a card. First Aid. Nothing really to heal. I guess healing Snow Guard. Yeah. Don't have a lot of ways to spend. We have a lot of ways to gain tokens, not a lot of ways to spend them. Let's go Stomp, Stomp, and Stomp for Drax. We can flip up. Rocket, Piercing, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into Armored Guard. It's going to be 3, and then 4 into Klaw. So 28. He loses his tough. Drax can swing for 4. Let's have Gamora thwart 1 off the main. We get an event, so there goes her tough. And we can actually play that. Clearing superpower training. Yeah, let's go Dev Focus, Fruition, and keep up the pressure for I Am Groot. It's going to clear superpower training. And let's see. What Groot upgrade do we want? Probably the ready one. I mean, maybe for now, just the plus thwart. We could have held Fruition instead, but I kind of want to hold First Aid. We only got 2. We got a lot of targets to heal. Groot can spend a token to clear the man. And there we go. Okay, moving over to Wasp. We had 2 assess the situations, so we should have 7 card hand size. Fun. 1, 2, 3. Wasp is being attacked. We'll defend with Ironheart. Oh, I forgot to get an upgrade for Wasp. I think whatever her helmet is. There it is. From superpower training earlier. Okay, Ironheart's defending this attack. And she's gone. And then Groot's going to take his to the tough. Wow, that was a big block. 7, 2 triple boosts. Claw's Vengeance. He attacks. If it deals damage, place 1 threat on the main. Let's have Groot defend with Fine Shield. There goes Advance. It's not dealing any damage. Groot blocked it all. Are both advances gone? They sure are. That's nice. Radioactive Man. Alright, we're going to want him gone. Groot is up first. Throg is nice here. We got a lot of allies. Let's go ahead and spend Angela. Well, we're going to want to heal Rocket instead of Snow Guard. Let's have Rockets attack for 7 into Radioactive Man. Isn't that amazing how strong that is? Angela will play First Aid to heal Rocket. Gamora can just attack for 3. Mill for Flora and Fauna, that's great. Drax will swing for 4. Throg can play Flora and Fauna, gets us 2 growth counters, and is going to ready Groot. And then he can make a basic thwart for 3. That means Wasp can save Snow Guard. Maybe Wasp flips down instead of Groot this turn. Because Groot is being such a nice partner and so generous. He's the giving Groot. Alright. So, because we don't really have anything to do, Wasp can flip, recover for 3. We can do 2 for Ingenuity. And then Quinn, Ingenuity, and Meditation can play Moon Girl. Draw 3 cards. Strength and Pinpoint Strike for Mockingbird. Get a stun onto Klaw. And we can just go ahead and get the Red Room training down over here. There's probably a Helicarrier pass for that leftover first aid last turn, but I think I liked how this worked out with Rocket into Flora and Fauna. 3 damage. There. Okay. 1, 2, 3 threat on the man. And Klaw is stunned against Groot. And he schemes on Wasp for 3. There's no advances, so we're safe. Weapons Runner will surge. Defense Network. Claw's Vengeance. Discard 1 card at random from Wasp's hand. Whoops, wrong, wrong hand. Discard. There goes Avengers Mansion. Okay, first player is Wasp. I think we forgot to girl last turn, but there really wasn't too much we need to girl for. And we can't even spend Genius and Alter Ego right now. We got a lot of resources. Let's flip to Tiny. And we can go Pim Particles, and Ingenuity for Pinpoint Strike. It's going to deal 6 overkill, and then 1 more for Small But Mighty. And let's see, the 2 Pim Particles are also going to draw her 2 cards. Okay. Well, maybe we should have had Moon Girl and then reshuffle. I think it's fine. Did Groot draw first aid? He did, but Gamora's going to need it. So I think Snow Guard and Mockingbird will take out Defense Network. Moon Girl can port 2 there. Genius for Giant Help is only removing 3 because we're not Giant. Oh, you know what? Wasp should have cleared the side scheme instead of Mockingbird, which would deal 1 more damage, and then Mockingbird would be ready to clear the main for 1. Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier, Meditation for Spider-Man. Give him 4 attack. There we go. Alright, let's go over to Groot. How much damage you got over here, Groot? Not enough. Maybe Gamora gets us an I Am Groot if we're really lucky. Actually, they might both be in the discard if I just saw correctly. Fortunately, I did not. There's still 1 in the deck. Alright, so Direct Approach will put an Energy Spear on Gamora. And then, let's see, Rocket has the lowest attack right now. So he'll pop Klaw, sends him to the next stage. Okay, he comes in with Tough and 44 health. And did we give Rocket a damage? I think we did. Gamora will go ahead and ping the Tough, and she's attacking for 5. And she'll mill for an event. Oh, the thwart 1. Oh no, what did I just do? I just added, like, my entire discard pile to my hand. We really only had the 4 cards on the left. And I messed up the camera while that text came in, so let's fix the camera. Okay. There's no threat for I Am Groot to even remove, so let's just spend that on first aid, healing Gamora, and then Drax can swing for 4. And we don't have the damage increasing upgrades for Groot. Maybe we should have gotten the +2 attack one. Most swing for 2. And can we flip down? think it's probably fine. Maybe we draw an ally we can play these doubles with. So between our action and fertile ground, okay, but we actually don't want to play an ally because we have a lot of good allies here. So that was kind of dumb, actually. But we're gonna have a big I am Groot turn. Yeah, there it is, and an energy spear for Drax. This looks like it's going to be the win. I know what, Wasp would have decked out first because she was first player. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 threats on the main. We're gonna chump the attack with Mockingbird. Okay. Klaw schemes on Groot for 3, 4, 5, up to 9, and then we have 2 encounter cards each. First is Advance for 3, and he gets a tough. That is going to pop main. That's okay, we knew that that was a risk. Wasp is going to get a minion. And then Wasp is being assaulted. Let's see, 2 and double boost. We're going to survive it, so I think we're just going to tank. So 5. Could have pulled her wings instead of the Red Room training, but sometimes that retaliate is not terrible. Shadows of the Past, Groot Shadows is a menace, but we just need to do 33 damage. Sound Manipulation. Claw heals 4 damage. Okay, 37 damage, and he should have a tough, actually. Alright, moving over to Groot. Fertile Ground to draw a card. We're going to need more space. Let's just, I mean, this is kind of silly how much we have here. Wow, Lashing Vines, we really definitely needed that. We'll pitch Specialized Training for Energy Spear onto Drax. We can flip up. Let's have Gamora swing at Klaw, getting rid of his tough, and she hits for 5, 32. Let's see what event she gets us. Flora and Fauna, very nice. Let's see, is the 2 damage from Groot going to make a difference, or should we just thwart with him? I think we might need one more turn of stabilization, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and, where is he, thwart for 3 of Blazing Inferno. Oh yeah, this should be back to 0. Rockets is swing for 7 into Fernax, deals 1 overkill. Drax will swing for 3, 4, 5, 6 into Klaw. He's gone, that's a shame. Not even depth focus. Energy for I am Groot. I guess we should have done that before spending that because we could have done an additional 10. Gets him to 15. I guess either way, Fruition back to 10 and then play that. It's fine. Genius for Flora and Fauna. I guess we even need Fruition actually. So Fruition and Deft Focus could have played I am Groot. And we have another double in hand. All of a sudden, Groot is super rich. Groot will attack for 2. And let's move over to Wasp. I don't know if she has 13 damage. We got 2 here, 2 from Giant Form, so it's 4. And then 4 for Wasp Sting, no, 5 for Wasp Sting, so that's 2, 2, 5. It's only 9. So we're a little short. But the good news is we can probably do most of this. Do Ingenuity Helicarrier for Ironheart. Draw a card. Okay, Ant-Man is representing 4 attack. Sorry, 3 attack. I guess all he does is really clear Melter. So Quinn Carrier, Deadpool, Wasp Sting, assess the situation. For Ant-Man, he's got 3 attack, attacks into Melter. Right now, Wasp has 2 attack. Now we're gonna need to use her to thwart actually. Yeah, so Spider-Man takes out Melter. Ironheart will thwart Blazing Inferno. We go to Giant Wasp, and she'll thwart 2 off Blazing Inferno. And we'll play Assess the Situation. 6-card hand. We're over. Unfortunately, just needed this one more turn. Maybe we shouldn't even be holding these doubles. It's kind of silly. Yeah, actually, we know that we want to get the other I Am Groot, so we don't need to hold that. Nope. Okay, so 2-4 on the main. Klaw is attacking Groots. Throw Spider-Man in the way. And then Klaw is attacking Wasp. Throw Ironheart in the way. Weapons Runner gets put into play. He'll ping Wasp for 1. He's going to take 1 back from the Retaliate on the Red Room Training. Some encounter cards, Armored Guard, Masters of Mayhem. I pretty much always search for Melter on this one just because he has the lowest hit points. Not that it matters, we're pretty much at the end of the game here. And there we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's flip to Tiny Form. Ant-Man here will attack for 3 onto Melter. Wasp will attack for 2. That's going to ping 1 damage from Small But Mighty onto Klaw. And then these 3 for Pinpoint Strike. Is going to overkill the Weapons Runner. So let's see, 8s minus 1 is 7, plus 1 from Small But Mighty. It's going to be 8 down to 4. And then of course we just got a Wasp thing here. Let's see what Groot's turn would have looked like. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of ways to win. Clear and keep up the pressure. Get First Aid into Rocket. We are Groot. Rocket will overkill the Armored Guard. Exactly. There we go. So there we have it. That was a pretty nice game. Let's move on to Ultron. Hey guys, welcome back to Every Hero, Every Aspect, Groot Aggression. We've moved on to our third and final game, Ultron from the core box. Groot has an absolutely abysmal Ultron matchup, all things considered. He can just not keep growth counters on because Ultron attacks, he defends, and then the little drones attack him, and it's a mess. We're also not going to do the Mr. Sinister superpowers as you've seen the last couple games, just because Groot's already on the lower end of the power spectrum, so we don't need to give ourselves that kind of challenge to have a challenge because it's already challenging as is. I've also made some adjustments to the partner deck, the Wasp partner deck for this game. If we look over here at the deck list, we took out the meditations and we added in Beak for some extra 2 thwarts. We added in Machine Man to boost up his thwart, and then I added a cheeky copy of Overwatch because what's really cool with the direct approach and this energy spear combo is, let's say you get that magical Drax thwarts for 6. Well, you can Overwatch that onto another scheme. So maybe we'll be able to show that off this game. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. That would be pie in the sky. Okay, everybody starts with the drone, super annoying. We'll have Groot be the first player. Gotta set up our camera again. All right. We're sitting here. I don't know why. Oh no. Something's really weird here. Okay, there we go. All right. So just a little bit of hotspot trickery. There we go. Here's our actual opening hand. We're not going to need Drax or Direct Approach or Martin X or Boot Camp Throg. Very nice here, actually. We'll keep Throg. And then let's move over to Wasp. Let's see, what is she opening with? Genius, turn 1. Okay, a lot of this is not terribly useful. We would love to see Professor. Nope. Alright. Oh well. Let's go over here. We'll have Strength play Throg. He gets a tough. Let's get our growth counters going. Fruition up to 4. I mean, I would put an Energy Spear on Throg, but I feel like he's just going to chump twice. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess we play it, but whatever. Roots will... Oh, there's Rocket. That's a shame. Let's pass to Wasp. The Killer Wheel of Death. Genius for Ironheart. Drawing 1. And do we shuffle Genius back in? I think we do. Let's see, 3. I guess Groot could have attacked Ultron because Wasp can just split her basic anyways. Would have been a better way to go about it. But you can only split her basic between a drone and Ultron too. So I guess it's 6-1, half dozen of the other, as they say. Flip, Rapid Growth, Spider-Man. Nope. I guess we're not going to save the energy. Rapid Growth and Energy for Quinn Carrier, which would be in giant form. Quinn Carrier and Wasp will play Rapid Growth. So we're attacking for 4. 1 goes into this drone. 3 into Ultron. Ironheart for 1 more. And let's pitch Spider-Man. Okay. 2 threat on the main. Groot's being attacked. Gets a drone. Throg will block this one. Okay. Tough goes away. Drone hits Groot for 1. Wasp gets a drone. Ironheart will take that one. It always starts okay with Ultron, and then he just goes off the walls. If he loses that first main scheme, Assault is going to get us another drone. Gosh. I think Wasp defends. No, but her splitting her thwart is too valuable. I think she's got to take it to the face for 4. 5 Ultron heals too. Okay. Wasp is first player. Power in All of Us and Quinn Carrier for Mockingbird. Get a valuable stun onto Ultron. Wasp will split her basic between these drones. And Mockingbird will take out this drone. And then 2 assess the situations. We'll get Wasp a 7-card hand size. And let's see what is Groot up to over here. Let's go Genius and I am Groot for Gamora. Gamora can port 1. Okay, Root Stomp. Exhaust and spend double mental, or sorry, double physical. That seems like the best option here, really. And yeah, I don't think we hold on to this either. Throg is going to eat an attack for sure. Wasp is at a massive 7-card hand size thanks to the assess the situations. Okay, 2 here, stunned on Wasp. Groot gets a drone. Throg is defending. Okay. And then drone hits for 1. We are root in hands. I think we just take it. Advance. This is bad. It's very bad. Yeah, losing the main scheme is always how it starts going downhill in Ultron, unless you have just tons and tons of threats or status. Okay, advanced Ultron drones. We gotta get rid of that, because that sucks. Maybe not right away, though. We can have Gamora ping this drone. Mill for an event. We can do Root Stomp for first aid. Energy Spear for lashing vines. Direct Approach for We Are Groot. Spend R2, get a tough here, get a tough on Wasp. Decent chance of hitting Nick. Let's ping this drone. Or sorry, of hitting Professor. I think Groot can flip and start building again. Okay, over to Wasp. I think strength and power in all of us for Nick Fury. Let's draw 3. Cannot hold ourselves back against Ultron, for sure. A lot of threats, which was unfortunate. Maybe we can clear upgraded drones with 1, 2, and 3. Get rid of that. Mockingbird can clear this drone. We can put a helicarrier out, get a little build going. Stash and Overwatch on the main scheme, and then Nick and Wasp will combine for 4 damage onto Ultron. And I would love to start working him into stage 3, so we stop getting those automatic drones. That was pretty good. Still no Professor X. That means he's 1 in 7 chance of being a drone, which is not what we need as our only confuse in a very difficult scenario. We did not see Fertile Ground here either. Okay, so 2 threat on the main, and then we have to decide if we want to take a drone or take 2 threat. I think both heroes will add threat. Groot's got his big thwart event, so we should be okay. Ultron will scheme against Groot for 4. And then attacking Wasp, we're just going to get a drone, defend with Nick. Okay. I think we actually defend this with Mockingbird, so we save our tough. Assaults will surge. Master plan. That's not what we want to see with all those threats, but at least we have Overwatch. Drone Factory, when revealed, each player gets a drone, and then this gets 3, 1 for each drone in play. Gross. Advanced Ultron drone. Okay. Wasp is up first. Gosh, Helmet and Vivian seem good. I'd also love to get Snowguard. Maybe Snowguard and Helmet instead of Vivian. That seems actually kind of better. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Snowguard. Let's give her 3 thwart. Let's see. What's Groot going to be doing? Probably I am Groot in first aid. Kind of a weak turn, but it is what it is. So we'll make her 3 thwarts. Thwart the main. Let's go ahead and give ourselves, I love the 3 thwart from the helmet, but I really feel like we got a Vivian blank something and attack. Clear all the drones. Yeah, I love the helmet, but it's got to be Vivian here. Blank the acceleration. She can ping this drone. Okay. And then Wasp can attack to ping this drone and this drone, splitting her attack. let's move to Groot. He'll go up to 4 counters. Flip up. I wish I could root stomp and then I am Groot as well, because that'd be 5 and 5. Super strong. I mean, I guess we can if we Gamora first. So let's go Gamora. Forwarding 1 off the main. If we get an event, there might not be any events left. Ooh, fertile ground. Forgot that that was in there. Oops. Now I don't need to root stomp necessarily. So yeah, fruition. But honestly, root stomp does solve one problem. So fruition and first aid for root stomp. Well, but fruition clears the main. That Ultron drone is not going anywhere. So if I go fruition, I am Groot. I can also play first aid. Yeah, let's go fruition, get 6. And then I am Groot with Cosmo, I am Groot, and direct approach is going to be 6 threat. Wasp will trigger Overwatch to remove 6 from here. And then we can first aid Gamora or Wasp. I feel like Gamora. And then Groot can go ahead and clear. Well, it's worth clearing the drone factory. Let's put 2 damage onto this Ultron drone. Maybe ready and clear it. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Ready with Lashing Vines, and then clear this drone. Or actually, no, we don't want to do that, because it might be Professor X that gets droned. That's unfortunate. We want to draw all these cards, so let's keep our counters for now. Okay. Everybody is decking out at the same time, which is not good. At least we got, oops. At least we got Professor X. And Beak, honestly. It's really good. Professor X into Beak. It's great for us. That means we can get all the threat instead of the drones. Okay, 1, 2 on the main, and let's add 2 each to 6. Wasp is being attacked, gets a drone, defend with Vivian, deal 1 damage to each character we control. So Vivian dies before the attack, and then Wasp loses the tough. Oh no, this is absurd. What's about to happen? And Ultron is swinging for 4. Which means these drones might kill us. That's awful. You have to defend with Snow Guard for 1, and then defend with Groots for the other. And then Groot's being attacked. At least he has a tough. Sure. Tough gone. 4. Oh wait, you know what? Groot decked out as well, and we forgot to give him a deck out card, so that would have been his deck out card. This would have been the boost card for Wasp, which would have gotten her another drone. So Vivian would have tanked the entire hit, actually. And then she had a tough. And Snow Guard is still alive. Actually, Snow Guard would have died in that original instance anyways because of, oops. Because of the boosts. Oh my gosh. Cards going everywhere. We lost Ultron drones. So one of these guys would have pinged Wasp's tough, and the other 2 would have dealt 2 to her. This is Groot's deck out card. Okay, everything else here I think works. Except we didn't need to defend with Groot. So first attack was into tough, and then the 2 drones attacked. Okay. And now we have 4 encounter cards. Android efficiency, each player gets a drone. Love that for us. And attachments. Concussive blast, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. I really hate that mod so much. Upgraded drones is going to absolutely neuter Wasp. Alright, what can we do here? This is no longer blanked by Vivian. Oops. What does Groot have? He can We Are Groot. Seems okay. He can get rid of the upgraded drones and We Are Groots, which I think is what's going to happen here. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. Get rid of upgraded drones, and then We Are Groots, and we'll spend all of our counters. Give literally everybody a tough. And Gamora and Groot can ping drones wherever we need. 1, 2. She loses her tough. I don't think we're going to mill. We're going to flip down, get 2 tokens, hope we draw into fertile ground. Okay. Wasp is almost dead. Snow Guard can port for 3. Could flip down Moon Girl. Let's see, if we do Moon Girl, draw 3. Play Professor X. And then we might be able to still play Beak if one of those things that we drew was a double. And there's a lot of doubles, so it's a good chance. Let's go ahead and... Can we afford to recover? Maybe. Taking some risks. 1, 2, 3. Quinn Carrier, Wasp Sting, and Ant-Man for Moon Girl. Draw 3. There's a double. Moon Girl will take out a drone. Helicarrier and Power in all of us. We'll play Professor X. At least confuse them once. Clear them in. And then I think we just do Beak, overriding Moon Girl. Actually, no, overriding Professor X. So we want to shuffle him back in. And then Beak will ping 1 here with his ability, and he can attack for 1 on this drone. And then let's shuffle Professor X back in. And if we draw him before we flip up, then we can maybe shuffle him back in again. That'd be great. Nope. No being saved here. 1, 2 threat. Ultron's confused. Drone adds 1. Oh yes, we need to decide drones or threats. I think Groot can take a drone. And Wasp will add threat. And then Ultron schemes for 3, 6. Ah! And then these guys scheme for 1 each. Ultron schemes. That's gross. 3, 4, 17. Discard 4 from the top of our deck. Probably should have taken that drone now. Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with us. That's going to be healing 4. Nice. I love a good low impact encounter card in hard scenarios. Alright, 17 threat. Can we afford to recover with the Wasp? We might be able to. Snow Guard can clear 3. Moon Girl can clear 2. So that's 5 already. I guess we don't need to recover because we have pin particles. 1, 2. I'd love to get the Red Room training down because that Retaliate is so good. We go Quinn Carrier, Helicarrier, Rapid Growth, Giant Help for Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. Let's flip to Giants. Pinpoint Strike and Pin Particles for Red Room Training. Heals 2. The Retaliate, so good there. Overwatch. Wasp can ping 2 drones with her basic attack. And let's move to Groot. go up to 4 counters. We still have the tufts too. That's so nice. We can flip up Gamora. Okay, we got our plus thwart. Yeah, Gamora will go ahead and thwart 1. Go for an event. There goes fertile ground. Oh wait, we passed. Aha, I am Groot. There we go. Nice. And then we can do Cosmo for first aid. Heal her. Sorry, not Cosmo. Angela. Direct approach for deft focus for entangling vines. And we can go ahead and thwart 3 that way. I guess we could ready. Thwart 1, or just ping the drone. Probably want to save our counters. Thwart more. I guess, oh, we already used that focus. So we ready and ping the drone, or thwart 1, or you just save it for next turn. I think we save it. Yeah. There's Professor X. We got a lot of thwart, so maybe we can do the thwart again. How many advances have we seen? I know he schemed out with an advance super early. There's 1 advance left and 6 cards. So we have 2 coming on. If we both take the 2, you'd have to pull advance and have a triple boost to send them main. So I think we're okay. So I think we can both take the 2. And then he will attack Wasp. We'll take it into the tough, I guess. Okay. These guys hit for 1 each. Our retaliate is going to ping them. Oh yes, and 1 retaliate into Ultron. Groot will take his attack into his tough. Okay, not looking good for the odds of not pulling advance. Exhaustion Surge. Android efficiency. Each player puts the top card of their deck face down, engaged as a drone minion. Literally cannot escape these drones. There it is. As long as this last card is not a triple boost, we're okay. Nice. 18. Okay. What can you do for us, Groot? We definitely want to play fertile ground. Gamora can take out a drone. We can do this for Root Stomp, take out a drone, get a counter. Deft Focus and Flora and Fauna for Root Stomp, take out a drone, get a counter. And then we're going to immediately spend that counter. I'm not going to bother placing it for Entangling Vines to thwart 3 off the main here. And Groot's going to flip down, get 5 counters, draw a card here. Okay. And why are we flipping down? Because Wasp drew Professor X, so it's safe. So Strength and Pin Particles healing us too. Play Professor X. We want to play Nick Fury first. Strength, Pin Particles, Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier. Nick Fury, draw 3. Let's make it 4 with Avengers Mansion. Energy and Spider-Man for Professor X. Get to Confuse. This is going to be 5 off the main. And then let's go another 4 with Giant Help. And then Beak can take out this drone. And these two drones are going to just kill themselves to retaliate in the villain phase. Good, 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 good. Okay, whoops. We're not going to hold on to that over here with Groot. So he decked out. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on the man. And then we gotta decide adding threats or taking, I think Groot adds threats. Wasp takes a drone? No. Groot takes a drone, Wasp adds threat. Okay. Ultron is confused against Groot. Drone schemes for 1. Ultron attacks Wasp. She gets a drone, defend with Professor X. That's a big block from Professor X there. Oops. And then Wasp takes 3, but all of these drones die to retaliates. Vibranium armor again, repair sequence. Ultron heals 2. And then under attack. Each player chooses either place 2 threat or deal 3 damage to their hero. I think Wasp has to take the 2 threats. Groot will take the 3 damage because his health is pretty shielded by the growth counters, so he can do that. Okay. Over here to Wasp. Nick Fury is gone. We definitely want to flip and shuffle Professor X down, but I don't know if we'll be able to. Whoops. Groot does have I Am Groot. Too bad this Overwatch is doing nothing against the Crisis. Draw the last card. I guess we don't even need to shuffle Professor X back in, because it's just, there we go, reshuffle. That was only if we needed it for like a low deck type situation. Helicarrier, Queen Carrier, Ingenuity for Deadpool. Wings for Rapid Growth. Wasp will thwart 4. Deadpool thwarts 1. Kinda nasty. Assess the situation. And then over here to Groot. Let's get our up to 8. We'll have a big ol' I Am Groot turn here. Let's fruition that up to 10 actually. So we did the wrong one. I think we can recover and heal. Play Throg. Yeah, it seems good to me. Flip. Let's have Gamora. Oh, hold on. We're not going to be able to play Throg because we want to play First Aid, I think. Let's do Deft Focus, I Am Groot, and Specialized Training for I Am Groot. And the other thing is we just clear Specialized Training with I. Oops, wrong. Alright. 4, 8. We could play both I Am Groots. We just can't play Specialized Training. So we can clear Specialized, and then the main is still a problem. But yeah. So yeah, Deft Focus, I Am Groot, and First Aid for I Am Groot. Take 10 off the main here. And we want to keep Gamora alive, unfortunately, for Throg, because both of our First Aids are now going into the discard. So Specialized for, oh wait, no, we gotta do Gamora first. Gamora will ping this. Go for an events. I Am Groot, no, that's big damage. Maybe here we play Specialized. Oh, we had Overwatch. So actually, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let's wind this all back. That was at 12. This Did not happen. Root Stomp was a drone. This was our hand. Let's say Throg plays Specialized Training. Death Focus and I Am Groot. And First Aid for I Am Groot. We'll clear 10 threat here. Wasp will overwatch that into Specialized Training. And then I think we give Wasp the attack one because she's so good at clearing drones. And we give Groot the thwart one or the defend one. Probably a thwart. I don't think we can afford not to. And then Gamora will mill into this I Am Groot, just like we did before, and heal with First Aid. And this is just a much better sequence right there. Forgot about that Overwatch. Neat. We gotta remember that Wasp had assessed the situation. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think everybody can pick threats instead of drones. We got Professor X coming back. Yes. Okay. Wasp is being attacked. Just throw Deadpool in the way of it. Okay. Does he actually not die? No, he definitely dies. And then Wasp gets hits for 1. The Retaliate pings that drone. Groot's being attacked. 4, 4, 5. There goes 5 counters. Drone makes it 6. We just got to survive this round. Rage of Ultron. Ultron is attacking Wasp. So she gets a drone. We're going to defend this one with Groot, so she doesn't die. Spend energy or get a drone. No energy, so Groot has to get a drone. So that's, what, 3? Groot defended it all. Wilts. Flip. Lose 3 counters. That's not terrible for us. And then advanced drones. Whew, okay. Do I know how we're going to win this game? I have absolutely no idea. But it seems like we're doing okay. Maybe. I keep doing the wrong one. We should really just separate our economy from our Groot upgrades. We can do Root Stomp and Boot Camp. Yes, maybe. So Death Focus and Angela for Root Stomp. It's going to get us a token. And then we may as well get the build out with Boot Camp. I mean, Vine Shield's really good, but... Well, hold on. Maybe we see what Gamora gets us first. Gamora pings this drone. Okay. If I didn't have to exhaust to defend, we could have played it all. So I think we go Flora and Fauna, Vine Shield, I Am Groot for Boot Camp. Keep up the pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of a pseudo win condition. And then over here, we'll draw 1. We'll have Helicarrier and Power on All of Us. We'll play Professor X. Get a valuable Confuse here. Thwart for 3. Can we get rid of the upgraded drones? Yes. Wasp Sting, Rapid Growth, Quinn Carrier. We'll get rid of the upgraded drones. Can do Genius for Vivian. And I guess we'll blank this one. Vivian can ping this drone. Wasp is going to flip, recover for 3, put Genius back in. Oh, is there anything other than Genius? Maybe Ingenuity. assess the situation. Okay. 1, 2, 3 on. And then do we both take the threat again? I think we do. 13. Just gotta control the drones a little bit. Ultron is attacking against Groot. Let's defend with Professor X. Okay. And then he's confused against Wasp. Nice. Assaults is gonna get us another drone. Defend with Vivian. Okay. Advanced Ultron drone. This is, I don't want to call it, but I feel like it's looking up. Maybe. Possibly. Let's recover for 3. Power in all of us and Quinn Carrier for Moon Girl. Draw 3. Do we get Professor X back? Nope. We can do Genius. Let's draw with Avengers Mansion. Okay. Kind of want to go for superpower training here. No, we gotta spend Genius first. Genius for Beak. Seems good. Beak can port 1. We can shuffle Genius back. Shuffle Professor X back. Oh my gosh, we should have done that first. I'm such an idiot. Before we played Moon Girl. I forgot he was in the discard. I thought he was in the deck. Now I can flip up the giant form. We can pitch. Now let's use Helicarrier for superpower training to overwrite, keep up the pressure. Tim Particles and Ant-Man for Machine Man. Tim Particles heals us 2. Beak will take out a drone over here. Moon Girl will take 2 off the main. Oh yeah, this is no longer blinked. What are you doing port-wise? No port. Okay. So Machine Man can take 3 here for a 4 thwart. So goes to 6. And let's move on to Groot. Alright, let's have Gamora ping this drone. Nice fruition. Groot's at 2 thwart right now, and he draws a card when he thwarts. And we can ready. You can 4 thwart. Okay, so let's do this. Hold on. Come on. We'll spend 3 here. So we're thwarting for 4. Be ready after, and we're going to draw a card. That decks us out. So we should have spent fruition first, because we want that back in the shuffle for sure. Okay. I would love to root stomp this guy, but I don't know what's really happening. I don't think so. I think Deft Focus for Vine Specs, Root Stomp and Energy Spear for Bug, Cosmo can put an Energy Spear on Bug, and Groot can make a basic, let's see, Bug's got 4 attack as well. Yeah, Bug can attack this drone for 4. And then Groot can attack the drone that he creates, which will heal Bug. Seems good. We're getting pretty set up here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on the main. Let's add 4 to it. Or is it time to start going for drones instead? Maybe Groot can actually handle a drone here. No, Wasp takes a drone. Okay, Wasp can get another drone. Jump the attack into Beak. Okay. And then both of these drones are going to die to retaliate. Why is Vine Shield in Wasp's deck? Okay. Groot is being attacked here. Jump with Moon Girl. Okay. And then lose a growth counter. Advance. Ultron schemes for 3. And then Wasp gets a drone. We need that Overwatch back stat. Concussive Blast. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. Literally the last thing that I want. Because there goes Gamora. But she did so well for so long. Alright, Groot. Take us home. Can we... Oh, we had first aid too. That's so disappointing. Groot can thwart for 4 off the main. That's going to draw a card. Flora and Fauna with Rocket. Direct approach. Groot Stomp. I am Groot for Rocket. And let's see. Rocket can thwart 2. Takes damage. Flora and Fauna will ready Groot and give him some extra counters. He can make a basic attack into a drone, which will heal Bug. So then Bug can make a basic attack into a drone. I think we might be able to flip down. Yeah, let's flip. Start rebuilding our counter supply. Oh. Helicarrier can play direct approach. Onto superpower training for the long-term value. Mansion, draw card. Strength, Quinn Carrier, Pinpoint Strike for Nick Fury to draw 3 cards. Show me Professor. There he is. I was lucky he wasn't a drone. Wasp can split her attack. Yeah, we're not going to split it into Ultron because that's just going to give him a tough. We're actually, I guess the tough doesn't really matter with all the energy spears going around. Oh, Genius was a drone. Okay, we're going to get the draw card. Oh, maybe we wanted to hold off on that. Let's see what we get back. Yeah, we can do 1, 2, and 3 for Professor, and then we do that, which draws us a card. So Professor gets a Confuse here. And instead of Assess, let's just go Giant Help. Clear the main, Nick and Professor. Take 5 off the drone factory. Seems good. Oops, we forgot to move the first player marker. Or is Wasp supposed to be first player? Because Groot decked out last turn? Was it last turn? I can't even remember. I don't know. Let's just play it as it lies. 8 threat coming on, 4 from acceleration, 4 from step 1, confuse against Groot, Wasp gets a thing, defend with Professor X. Okay, this drone dies to retaliates. Concussive Blast, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. That's so nasty in multiplayer. So nasty. I guess we should have activated Machine Man after all. I think we have to exhaust for that, which is a shame. Okay, let's move on to Wasp, and hopefully we didn't mess up the turn order last round. Draw card. Oh, we should have shuffled Professor X back in before we drew that. Oh well. I guess we could have spent Genius on Iron Hearts, and then also shuffled Genius back in. Flip up. Pin Particles, Quinn Carrier, Pinpoint Strike, or let's see, just Quinn Carrier and Pin Particles for Wasp Sting. We'll clear this drone, gets us another drone. Ironheart pings that drone. So far, so good. But everything else is kind of dead. So we'll hold the power on all of us, pitch those, pass the Helicarrier to Groots, because I don't want this game to go on forever. Okay. Marvel Boy for first aid. Let's have Groot flip up. He's... Oh, I Am Groot is clearing 9. So let's do that. Deft Focus and Strength for I Am Groot. It's just gonna body the main scheme. Groot can make a basic thwart on superpower training for 2 because it's assault. We're gonna draw a card here. And let's ready with Lashing Vines. And play Drax. And Drax can thwart for 4 off superpower training. And then Groot can thwart for 4. I guess actually we don't need to spend Entangling Vines. Yeah, we'll just clear superpower training this round instead of the acceleration. We could have cleared either one, but I think superpower is the one here. So that's going to get us our last Groot upgrade and Wasp per helmet. At some point we're going to have to start just damaging Ultron, pinpoint strikes and whatnot. Oh, did I not activate Rocket? I think that's okay, we'll save his hit points. Yeah. No prof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacking here, defend with Iron Hearts. Okay. And then drone pings for 1 and dies to retaliate. Getting that retaliate out just makes the world of difference in this matchup, at least for Wasp. And then Groot gets a thing here. And let's have him defend for 6. Ultron's attacking for 3. And then another drone. Okay, and then the drones will ping 2 more down to 4. I guess we could have readied with Lashing Vines. Do we want to do that? I think so. Advance. He schemes for 3. 4, 5, up to 13. 1 here. And then assault. It's going to be another drone. Do we basic defend this one? No, I think we just take it. It's 5 and 0. 3. And then Groot is the first player. Okay, I think Wasp should be on drone duty maybe. So I have Fruition to go to 2. I am Groot to put an energy spear onto Rocket. Is that what we want? Could direct approach the drone factory. I don't know if that's really that important. Let's have, so I guess instead of this, we do it like this. Groot can exhaust and spend double physical to get rid of here. Rocket can attack Ultron with piercing for 4 damage. Drax can attack for 4. Just banking on Wasp taking out the drones, which I think is okay. I think we can bank on that. Gosh, I would love, let's have her draw with Avengers Mansion first. She did not get Professor X, that's what I was hoping for. I think we can pass turn to Wasp. And Wasp has 3 attack, so she can take out all 3 of these drones. That's gonna let her draw a card. There's Professor X, okay. And maybe she flips down and shuffles him back in next turn, is how it'll go. We'll do Power on All of Us and Helicarrier for Mockingbird. Get a stun. Mockingbird can thwart 1. Quinn Carrier and Energy for Professor X. Get a Confuse. He can thwart 3. Assess and Assess for Giant Help. Thwart 4. And let's count advances really quick. And then Rage of Ultrons. There's one more Rage of Ultron, I think. I think he's got 3. Does that sound right? Does Ultron have 3 Rage of Ultrons or 2? I've played this scenario so much I should know, right? Or you'd think. I'm just checking real quick. He's only got 2, so there's no more scheme activations left, so I think we can flip. Wait, why am I healing? Shuffle. Nick Fury. Ingenuity. Okay. Sorry about the absolute marathon of a game this is. But we're going to have 8 coming on to 13. Stunned on Groot. Confused on Wasp. And then, oh, he decked. So maybe we get a scheme activation. Under fire, of course. Each player gets a drone. Caught off guard. What's the one we're using the least? I think the Vine Spikes. Ultron heals 2. Assault is going to surge. Android efficiency. Alright, it could have been worse. We did get Moon Girl on Alter Ego. So what we should do is shuffle Professor X back into the deck first this time. And between Moon Girl and Nick Fury, we should be able to draw him. Let's go Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Well, we don't even need Nick Fury. Power on All of Us and Quinn Carrier for Moon Girl to draw 3. Okay. Mockingbird can take out a drone. I think I want to play Professor X and then overwrite him so he goes into the discard and doesn't miss the shuffle. Helicarrier, Wings, and Snowbird for Professor X. Let's get a Confuse, thwart 3. And then we're going to We're going to lose out on Pim particles, I think, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury. Professor X comes back here. We draw 3. Okay. Professor X can go back into the deck. We like that a lot. Flip the Giants. And ping 3 drones. Just going to draw us a card. Ingenuity. Just a little bit too late. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And then what do we want? Ant-Man? That seems good. Overriding Mockingbird. And we're in Giants. There's that +1 attack, so let's just have him attack for 3. Sweet. This is going well. This is going really, really well. Let's go Fruition to 4 counters. Groot can make a basic thwart. We'll do Direct Approach to Direct Approach. And Groot will make a basic thwart against that, which will draw us a card. We can spend some counters to ready. And then we can spend a counter for 3 thwart on the main. Do 1 and 2 for Martin X. Let's have Drax hit for 4. Let's have Martin X clear this for 2, right? It's Assault, and he's being boosted by Boot Camp, the main combo of the deck. And then we can have Rocket. You can either attack for 4 or thwart for 3. Let's attack for 4 while we can. 25. 3 counters, draw a card. Doesn't seem important enough to hold on to. I like to see Overwatch and Professor X and Genius. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the main. Let's go another 4 to 11. Okay. He is confused on Groot. Attacking Wasp. Nick Fury will block. We're just going to get another drone. And then Wasp takes 2, but these drones die to retaliate. Groot's Shadows. This one really sucks here. Okay. Groot was second player last time. Am I not moving the first player marker? So I think Groot is the first player now. Let's get 3 counters, draw a card. Flora and Fauna is really good here. Unfortunately, we don't have what is it? A first aid for Rocket or Drax. And do Fruition to get up to 9. Let's flip. Let's make a basic thwart for 4 on Blazena on the main because Wasp has Overwatch. That's going to draw us a card. Okay, I am Groot hitting for 8, so Deft Focus, and this I am Groot. For this I am Groot, we'll defeat for an X. We can throw Bug out, or sorry, Keep Up the Pressure out there. Energy Spear for Flora and Fauna already. Get some counters. Just attack Ultron. Rocket can overkill this Ultron drone, swinging for 7. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 off of him. We're making progress. Unfortunately, Rocket is gone. Oh, we should have played Bug first before he basic attacked. Duh. I knew there was something. So Bug could, oops, port 1 off the min, and then he would have been healed by Groot's attack. Martin X could thwart 1 off the min, and then Drax can deal 4 to Ultron. Alright, Groot is putting in work. Ant-Man is at 3 thwarts. Let's put an Overwatch on the main scheme. Ant-Man can thwart it for 3, trigger Overwatch onto Blazing Inferno. Wasps can split her attack up, 2 here, 1 here. Draw a card from Combat Specialist. Genius Helicarrier for Professor X. Confuse. Clear Blazing Inferno. Avengers Mansion, draw a card. I don't think we want to clear Keep Up the Pressure just yet. So let's have Moon Girl clear here. Maybe this was the time to clear this thing. Maybe I just missed that. We can do Rapid Growth, Giant Help, Quinn Carrier, Deadpool. Deadpool will clear this drone. And I think we're going to stay up both heroes. Oops. Okay. 8 threat on the main. At least we're at the point where we're consistently clearing like 8 every turn, at least. Groot is getting a drone. Wasp will block this with Professor X, I think. Groot's drone pings 1 measly counter. Wasp is getting attacked. She can defend with, well, we can defend with Martin X over here. There goes an advance. That's nice to see. And then Wasp takes 2 damage from these 2 drones, and they go away. Maybe I should have flipped down and recovered with her. 1, 2, 3. We can have Wasp take threats. Oh no, I think because of the choose, Groot cannot... Oh no, it's deal damage, not take damage. So Groot can deal himself 3 damage. And then here, advance confused. Okay, well at least the advance, or at least the confused stopped a scheme activation. Let's see. Ant-Man is at 3 thwart, so let's take 3 off that crisis. Deadpool will take 2 off of it. Let's draw a card with Avengers Mansion. Yeah, I really should have flipped down, huh? Let's attack for 3. Draw a card. Power in all of us for Ironheart. Draw a card. Strength for Giant Help. Ironheart takes 1. 2 for Wasp Sting. And then use 2 for Vivian. She can ping this drone. And blank this thing. Alright, I think we're almost to the point where we can flip Ultron to stage 3. Let's see, both advances are gone. Under Fire is gone. He's got some Rage of Ultrons. Let's see what Groot's got cooking. So, Bug can thwart 1. Actually, no. Bug can attack for 1. Groot can thwart for... Well, we'll just have him thwart the whole min. Just gonna draw a card. There's Gamora again. 1, 2, 3 for Gamora. And do Deft Focus for We Are Groots. Actually, before we do that, what events can Gamora draw? I think first aids. So yeah, first aid is in there. So let's have her activate first. She can attack for 2. And we'll mill. Gets a first aid. She takes damage. Deft Focus will play We Are Groots. We'll spend 3 Groot counters to give ourselves a tough, give Wasp a tough, give Gamora a tough. Oh, you know what? She had 3 attack. Down to 4. Even better. So we could Root Stomp, actually. I don't think that's a good idea. Just gets us a hazard and a bunch of drones. First aid to heal Gamora. Maybe we hold the Root Stomp. Yeah, I think we hold it. Chump Bug. Okay. This has been a mega game, but I think we're coming to it. 8 threat. Okay. Ultron is attacking against Wasp. We're gonna take it into. Maybe we should defend with Ironheart just in case he pulls that boost. Okay. There goes Ironheart. Drone pings the tough. I kind of hate that. Yeah, drone pings the tough, takes Retaliate. And then Groot's being attacked against. Defend with Bug. Okay. And then drone pings the tough. So those toughs actually didn't really do too much. That's a shame. Vibranium armor is not what we want to see getting up. Okay. We're gonna have to defend here. For 6. Ultron's attacking for 4, 5. We don't take anything. Drone hits for 1, drone hits for 1. Assaults. Gosh darn it. We're gonna have to defend this one with Vivian. Or no, defend this one with Deadpool. Okay. That's okay. Groot is the first player. I would love to advance Ultron. Actually, we gotta clear the drones first because they all get like +1 health when we advance them. Fruition for some counters. Not that's super helpful. Do we have Professor X? He's still on the deck. I think. Nope, he's in the discard. Gosh, well, Groot's not flipping down. Gamora pings a drone. Okay, maybe we just first aid on a hero, to be honest. I'm gonna do Deft Focus and I Am Groot for a Root Stomp. How much damage has Wasp got? She's got a lot of damage here. We don't have a lot of forwarding. Gosh, that's such a shame. Yeah, this is here. So Root Stomp will take out a drone. Just too many drones. I Am Groot for first aid to heal Groot. Yeah, let's move over to Wasp. I hope she has a baller turn. Let's go Avengers Mansion, draw. Okay. We're gonna do 3 for Spider-Man. Give him 3 thwart. 1, 2, 3. We can get rid of this attachment. You had to do that at some point. I guess we just play the wings. Just really thin this deck out. Okay, that was kind of a nothing turn. Really nothing. Mockingbird, like to see that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Wasp takes a drone, Groot takes the threat. And then Groot taking another drone here. We're going to defend for 6. Okay, and then the drones ping. Over here, Wasp gets a drone. Defend the attack with Vivian. And then the drones each die to retaliates. Okay, Groot is taking 2 damage. Ultron drone wilts. That's going to surge. Upgraded drones. Gosh darn it. Ultron can really just drag, I guess. Avengers Mansion. Show me Professor X, please. Nope. Tim Particles. Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier. Mockingbird. Heals us for 2. Let's get a stun. Slow him down, please. Maybe not Quinn Carrier. Maybe we spend Ingenuity. Mockingbird. Takes 1 off the main. Quinn Carrier, Wasp Sting, and Energy for the upgraded drones. Wasp will attack for 3. Draw a card. Spider-Man can put 2 damage on this drone. Really playing with Wasp's health here. Let's go to Groot. We need some thwarting, Mr. Groot. Okay. Oh, we're an alter ego, so we can at least get some counters, finally. Fruition. There we go. Okay. Okay. Flip. Gamora. We'll attack Ultron for 2. Sorry, it should be 3. Okay. Left focus. Marvel Boy. Direct approach. For I Am Groots. It's going to take 5 off the main. And then I think we just go here into Martin X. 1 more off the main. Let's hold that first aid. Another kind of like stally turn. We really need Professor X for the burst turns. Oh yeah, we had to assess the situation over here. So at least we got 6 card hands. Nick Fury into Professor X, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Wasp can take the drone. Groot takes threat. So stunned against Wasp. Then the drones attack. So this drone hits for 1. He gets replaced by another drone that hits for 1 and dies. And then this one dies. So Wasp down to 2 health. Groot being attacked. Defend that with ourselves? No, Martin X. Okay. Drone hits for 1. This is looking much better. No extra encounter cards. Master plan on a player side scheme is totally fine. Fan the flames. Take 2 indirect damage. Okay. Problem is both of us want to flip down. Let's have Wasp draw a card just to see if it's Professor X. Nope. But Beak is good. Groot needs to make a basic thwarts for 4. Draw a card. We can do Genius for Throg. He's going to get a tough. Flora and Fauna. Yeah, Flora and Fauna for... Oh, no, we don't... Let's actually advance Ultron here. Oops. So Gamora's swinging for a lot. He advances. When revealed, we search for Ultron's imperative. It's only 4. The first player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into play, engage with them as a drone minion. At least we're not going to be dealing with his thing anymore. But all of the drones have +1 attack and +1 hit points. So Wasp is actually needing to have like a really solid turn here. We can do Flora and Fauna for first aid to heal Gamora. This is super rough. And there's a chance we can both flip. Let's see. But it really depends on drawing Professor X. Yeah, both advances are gone. But only 1 rage. Okay, we'll have Groot stay up. And I guess, I don't know, hold those cards for now. Alright. Spider-Man will take out 1 drone. Wasps can take out 1 and put a damage on 1. Draw a card. Mockingbird takes this drone out. Genius and Power in All of Us for Nick Fury. Draw 3. Show me Prof. Nope. But Moon Girl gives us a chance. Helicarrier and Rapid Growth for Giant Help. So just clear this hazard. Flip down. Quinn Carrier, Ant-Man, and Deadpool for Moon Girl to draw 3. Show me Professor. Nope. Gosh darn. Take 4 off the main. Oops. Let's see. Pinpoint Strike for Beak. Overriding Moon Girl. He takes 1, and then he takes 1 more. Assess the situation. And let's shuffle Genius back in. Okay. On Professor X, we had a 50% chance. No, 33% chance here. I'll either draw him or Moon Girl, which then draws him. That's fine. Oh, we did not want to hold this energy spear. Okay. Groot decked out. Groot's in trouble. I think we go up to 8 here. We're not getting any new drones, which is good. So, tough. Throg. If we get attacked again, we can always defend for 6. Ultron schemes here for 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 13. 1 on keep up the pressure. Gust of Blast, deal 1 to each friendly character. Gosh. Wasp is like just about dead. Well, Wasp is dead. She needed to recover, I guess. What did she do instead of recovering? Attacked for 3, right. I haven't had player defeat in a multiplayer game in so long, I need to actually look up what happens. I mean, Groot might be able to win this still. And we really needed Wasp's Professor X. What are the odds drawing both concussive blasts? Okay, so this one would go to the discard pile. So your Wasp is gone. We're not going to need this hot seat anymore. Can Groot do 54 damage? I think it's just time to go face. Am I right? Am I right? Here. And... Hold on, we want to get Drax. We want to get Energy Spear. Let's have Gamora. She's attacking for 3. That'd be amazing if our partner deck died and Groot won. Let's go here, 3 for Drax. We can do Death Focus for Vine Spikes, Energy for, actually, no, we're not going to get any more counters, so Vine Spikes should play, hold on. How did we pay for Drax? We used Root Stomp and Strength. So instead, we should have Vine Spikes pay for that. Energy can pay for Root Stomp, which is going to be 5 damage, down to 46. Drax can swing for 4, down to 42. Groot can swing for 2. It's going to go up by 4, 17, 2, 19. He schemes. I think we can do, if we flip, go to Countdown to Oblivion. So maybe instead of holding Energy Spear, we held Vine Spikes. Well, that's 2 damage either way, so we'll hold the spear. Let's flip down. Let's get our counters. And we can play, I guess we could just play this Energy Sphere on Drax before attacking with him, so that could be an extra 2. Alright. Don't call it a comeback for 17. I guess we can, no, we'll add 2 threat. Ultron schemes for a lot. Schemes out. 1 threat here. We get a drone minion, which schemes for 1. So basically have 1 turn to win, is what this comes down to. Rage of Ultron schemes for 4. And we discard the top card of our deck. Okay, unfortunately can't take damage while there's a drone minion in play, which is going to be a problem for us. Going to be a problem. Can we do 38 this turn? I Am Groot is doing a lot. If Keep Up the Pressure was lower, I'd say maybe. But I don't see it. I don't see it. Flip up. Throg can take out the drone. Poor guy. Gamora can swing for 3. Okay, Fruition. That's an extra 2 damage right there. That's 8. I mean, we can clear Keep Up the Pressure. Just a matter of can we afford everything else if we do that. So if we go Groot and this, that's 3. How are we doing? We need to play I Am Groot first. Deft Focus, Flora and Fauna, and Cosmo for I Am Groot is going to take 8 here. I don't know if this is not just like making it harder for us. We are going to get the draw card. Draw 2 cards. Okay, so we cleared Keep Up the Pressure. We're going to search for our other I Am Groots. And then we can draw a card. Okay. Genius for I Am Groot is going to be 8. Gets him down to 27. I Am Groot and Root Stomp for I Am Groot gets him down to 19. I guess by sacrificing 4 damage we could have readied, but that's not doing it much. And then Drax is dealing 5, 6. 13. So we're 13 damage away from winning. Well, actually, no. We have another turn. We have another turn. Oh my gosh. We have another turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there's no more additional threat. Ultron is attacking. We can defend with Groot. Give him +3 defense. So it's 6. Ultron's attacking for 4, 5, 6. Okay. And counter card is Shadows of the Past. Surge into repair sequence. Surge. Oh my gosh, if this hits advance. Wow. We win, I think. How insane. Drax can swing for 6. Gets us to 17. Gamora can swing for 3. Mills, not an event. She misses the shuffle. But then, oh my gosh, Angela and Fruition for Root Stomp. I mean, we could even just like do Rocket. No, Rocket's only swinging for 2. Yeah, Root Stomp clears it. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like this game deserves its own video because of how crazy it was. I mean, our partner deck died and we still were able to win and 1 threat away on Countdown to Oblivion. What an epic game. Well, that's every hero, every aspect for you. Groot aggression. I mean, wild stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. See you on the next one.